Hi everyone, it's me, Elna, from elnakane.com. So how are you doing? All right, so I'm going to be talking about a cold pitching idea for brand new writers. So I found this out today, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. All right, so if you're here, please say hi. And if you have any other questions about, freelance writing or being a content writer, then you can let me know for sure. All right, so just to let you know before I begin this process that what I'm going to tell you about is that this is for brand new writers that have no clients, that are practically new, and they don't know much about what's going on, okay? So for this process, I know that there are better types of clients out there that are more high profitable and all that. But as a new writer, it might be hard to gain those types of clients. At least it was for me in the beginning. So I'm speaking to those writers that may have had issues with trying to find gigs on job boards, and are just having an overall problem finding those types of clients. Maybe they haven't really defined their niche that well, or they're not sure what type of niche they want to write in. Those are the types of writers that I'm speaking to. So if you're one of those, give me a thumbs up or just let me know. But I feel like, oh, good. I feel like this would totally help you as a new writer, a content writer. All right. So as I was saying, these aren't the highest brand type of clients. They may not even have a real small business in a sense. All right. So I believe that any kind of gigs that you would get out of this strategy are going to be on the lower tier, but I think that's much better than if you were to guest post for free, right? So as long as you get paid a nice number for your writing, then I say that's a win. Okay, I'm not directing you to content mills. I'm not directing you to poor types of clients. I believe I'm not. All right, and I'll show you this. All right, so let's get started. So my cold pitching idea that I sort of stumbled upon today was I was on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. And, Pinterest is a great resource to find blogs to read just in general. So, for example, like my feed on my Pinterest profile is, a lot of blogs here. And I think one of the pins caught my attention. And usually it's something to do with money, how I made X amount of dollars or my income report, things like that, which I probably, showing you live, I'm not going to find those pins anymore because that's just how the universe works. But on Pinterest, you can certainly search for income reports and probably get a plethora of pins of blogs that are sharing how much money they make per month. Oh, hey, Sambal Khan. Oh, this is just what you need. Awesome. All right. So as you can see, there are bloggers here that make a ton of money, right? So for example, one of the first things that I went to was for this blog income report. Okay. So this blog made $2,600 a month. It's not a lot, but I liked this income report because the person who wrote this specifically said that they're looking for a freelance writer. So this was a while back. This is in 2018. So I'm pretty sure they've already found a writer. But I just wanted to share this with you, that it's valuable to actually read income reports to see where are they spending their money, because they might tell you, or they might allude to that next step, maybe for the next few months that they're thinking about hiring more people on their team. So for example, this says here, I've been thinking about hiring a writer to do some of the writing for another blog, right? Maybe 1 or 2 posts a month so I can focus more on my income producing activities. And if you're a freelance writer, then email this person, right? So this is what I mean. And the trick, I forgot to preface this. The trick to this strategy is to find bloggers that have more than one blog. Okay, then you know that they actually need writers, right? The more blogs that a blogger owns, the more content that they're going to need, which means that they're not going to be able to fulfill the content needs for each of their blogs. And they're going to outsource it. They're going to hire it out. So you're going to have to do a little bit of research when you're on Pinterest or when you're reading income reports to see if this blog actually has another blog. You know, I've been in the blogging world for many years, so I know a lot of bloggers that have multiple blogs. So for example, Caroline has a blogging blog, but she's a parenting. I know her from a parenting blog. So when I found out that she had a blog about blogging, I was very intrigued by that. I was like, oh, this is so cool. And even though these are old income reports, she's still blogging. Her main parenting blog is still up and running. So when you start to get to know these bloggers and know that they're talking about different blogs that they own, then go to those blogs and see, can I write for them? Maybe they need content. Notice if how far apart their content schedule is. Are they blogging every week, every month? Is it sparse? Okay, on their other blogs that they mention in their income reports. This is things that you need to take reference of when you're a new writer, right? So again, that's one other way, right? So that's one way, looking on Pinterest, looking at the income reports, and then finding if those bloggers have other blogs. All right. Oh, good. So Sambal Khan says, never thought of this. Good. I'm so not active on Pinterest. Yes. You know what? If you're not on Pinterest, you can also Google things for sure. I mean, if you go to Google, you can probably type in, what did I type in? I don't know if I typed in income report. I don't know if that would even yield anything on Google. No. Oh yeah. Okay. It did actually. You know what? So on Google, what I found out was a roundup. So roundup of income reports are also a really great way to find a ton of blogs. So for example, I clicked on this one. So this is 50 income reports in a whole bunch of different niches. All right. So you can go and check out these income reports and see, well, first of all, see, are they still active? Because a lot of these income reports might be a year old. Check and see if they have updated income reports. Check to see if they have any personal blog posts about their business side. Take a look and see. And if they have mentioned new projects, new blogs, new freebies, so they need landing page writing, things like that, then you know that you can reach out to them. You know, for example, just looking at this site, there are a lot of blogs here that are huge. Like, for example, there's some here, if they're making millions, I'm pretty sure that if you go and cold reach them, if you email them, they're probably not going to answer you if they're making a lot of money. So I probably wouldn't invest my time in blogs that are making a ton of money. That's why I showed you this income report. You want to sort of find those blogs that are on the up and up, that are growing. And so they need that extra help. All right. Blogs that are already making a ton of money probably already have a good team in place. All right. So that's something to consider. All right. So for example, my friend Miranda, she's a VA and she has she does have a team. So I always check on her blog to see if what her income is, is it growing? How is she succeeding? And she's succeeding. And so one thing that she mentioned in one of her recent income reports is that she hired a copywriter. So there you go. She likes to have 3 copywriters. So again, this is something to pay attention to. Start following Miranda. Start following her on her blog, on her email list. She might ask her email list, I lost a copywriter or my copywriter decided to go a different way. So I'm looking for another writer. They might do that. All right. So that's something else to consider when you're looking at places to find bloggers that need writers. Now, as I was saying in the beginning, the budget for this type of writing is going to be low. I mean, I don't know if you can negotiate something higher than, let's say, $100 a post, unless you're really targeting a specialized bloggers that need specialized content. So if you're following a blogger that is in like SEO writing and doing like growth hacks, they're probably going to up their budget because they really need someone that's credible in knowing hacks, can't even say that, growth hacks and SEO stuff and maybe Facebook ads and things like that, right? That's specialized understanding knowledge. So they're going to pay for that, right? And you need to show up for that. So the things that I'm showing you are for, new writers that, they're not sure about what type of niche they're having, writing about health, writing about finance, writing about parenting. These are niches that you can find answers to on Google. It's not that difficult to find content. When I became a writer first, one of my first blog posts was about oil prices. I know nothing. I still don't know much about the oil prices, but I researched on Google and I was able to write a really great article for my first client about the oil prices, right? So this is what I'm talking about. Like, you can find a connection with certain blogs and bloggers, then you can convince them that you're the writer for them. All right. So basically someone says, go seek out the small businesses who need help. Makes sense. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really calling them small businesses. I'm calling them like solopreneurs. They're just a blogger that maybe have another blog and that need content. So, another thing when I was telling you on Google to round up certain blogs, like on my site, so I can show you, so for example, if you go to Google and I don't know, just talk and write maybe something like, mom blogs that make money. So let's say you're a stay-at-home mom and you want to write parenting content. You want to write toddler stuff, things about mom life, motherhood, things like that, parenting and all that stuff, or not parenting, pregnancy. So you can go. So my other blog, Twins Mommy, I showcase 7 successful mom blogs that make money. You can go to these types of blog posts and read about all these different blogs. So for example, Allie has a huge blog here of what moms love. I don't know if she has enough writers. I don't know if she needs more writers, but I know that she pumps out a lot of content and she is making a healthy amount of income a month from sponsored content using Instagram. All right, so getting to know these bloggers is important so that you can pitch the right type of pitch for them. All right. So again, I mentioned Caroline and her blog Swaddles and Bottles. She had the blog about blogging blog. This is her main income driver, and she probably makes more than this, but when I featured her, it was around $9,000 a month. This Tiny Blue House is an amazing blog. She writes all list type of content. So if you go to her blog, every blog post is 50 DIY something, 100 recipes for something, 75 toddler activities for something. Every single blog post is a list. She might need a writer just to do the research to round up that content, right? These are things that you need to start thinking of. Oh, hey, Amanda. Oh, great. I'm glad you're enjoying this. It's a clever out of the box idea for sure. Thank you for being here. All right. So researching the niche that make money, sewing blogs that make money. See if you can find that. Writing blogs that make money. If you want to write about writing, I get so many emails about people wanting to write about writing. Why don't you search if there are writing blogs that actually make money? Then you can sort of maybe find that blogger. They're probably an author, right? They could be a teacher, and see if you can finagle, one month a post kind of thing. And so that as a new writer, instead of guest posting for free, which is also a great strategy, you can get paid for your writing and get that experience of working with a client. Like I said, these aren't the gigs that are that you're collaborating with small businesses or big brands that are making, that need the specific type of content that, you can charge premium rates for. These are just general new bloggers that are growing their blogs. They have more than one blog and they need writers, and I'm going to raise my hand on that because I have I think 7 blogs. Is this way? 7 blogs. and I do hire writers. So it's a nice equation to think of, find the bloggers, see if they have more than one blog, shoot around and see if you can write for them. I mean, this is like a great strategy, I think, as a cold pitching strategy that you can do. And it's even better when you find the income reports of these blogs that say that they hire writers or that they need content writers. All right, everyone. So that's my quick cold pitching idea that just sort of fell onto me this day when I was tooting around Pinterest and looking at just different blogs. This sort of, came out to me, and I thought this was a great strategy. I thought maybe it could help you as a new content writer, freelance writer. Hey, Kristen. Oh, I'm so glad you like these ideas. I'm going to be writing a blog post, which will probably lay out the process a little bit easier, because I'm just rambling because it's just so exciting for me. So yeah, that's great. If you guys have any other questions, you can just post them in the thread in this. But yeah, that was just a quick tip, and I hope, so go out there, go on Pinterest, start searching income reports, look at their other blogs, do a little bit of hunting, and, start cold pitching. You can do it for sure. I'm sure you can. All right, guys, take care. Bye.